How are you doing, Taurus? This is the first videos I've done of this year, the first monthlies, so a lot of really high energy around this month. I don't know if you've already been feeling it this year, but I'm going to start straight away with what I'm picking up psychically around you, okay? And I feel some of you have been waiting. It's almost like I'm seeing fingers drumming on a desktop or something like that. Keep picking your phone up, looking at your phone, checking the letterbox, stuff like that. You've been waiting on something. You're waiting on somebody to... It's almost like you've been waiting for an answer, waiting for somebody to step up, waiting for somebody to change their mind, waiting for somebody to make a decision, sort of thing. And you're waiting. And to be honest, I feel that you're getting sick of that, You're getting sick of not getting what you want, not getting what you deserve, and you're getting sick of, I don't know, sitting with this uncomfortable anticipation. I feel that's what I feel it is. I don't feel it's like you're sitting there all excited. I feel that there's a little bit anxiety around this and sort of trepidation. So I feel like some of you could be walking on eggshells around somebody as well. You're not wanting to upset the apple cart, so to speak. But this is like, I don't know, this could be somebody who constantly keeps letting you down or constantly doesn't step up to the mark. This is what I'm feeling. And I feel that you may have felt that you're chained to this person or situation, that you have no control over it or whatever. And then this month you just say, you know what, sod it. I'm off. I am worth more than this. I am worthy of so much more of this. And I see you sort of, it's like you're walking into freedom, if that makes sense. So it's like you're tearing these chains off, and you are saying, you know what, I'm not going to be tied to this situation anymore because it's not doing me any good. You've put the time in, you've put the effort in, and you haven't been rewarded in the way that you should be. So this is when you are saying, you know what, I deserve better. It's like you're... that fire in your belly suddenly gets sparked and you're like, no, you know what it is? I've had enough. I am enough. And you walk away in some way. I don't feel this will be a big fight or a big blow up. It could be something like the straw that broke the camel's back. That's what it's like. It could be the slightest little thing. But it's like that is that one thing too many. It's like Jenga. Everything is going to sort of fall down and you are going to walk away from this unscathed, I feel. Sorry, just got a really, really cold draft there. I was just checking to see if nobody was coming in the window. So that's what I was picking up psychically for you, Taurus. So when I'm looking at your cards, these are beautiful cards. They're fantastic because your main card is the Magician. And the Magician is, he manifests the life he wants. He's the magic man. It's like he has all of the tools at his disposal to have everything that he desires within life. But I feel, although you may feel at that point, it's kind of like love has been eluding you, or the love that you really want has been eluding you. You may have been being fed like breadcrumbs, somebody might be just feeding you a little bit. When they're bored, they might be texting you or getting in touch or something like that, and you're getting to the point where you're like, you know what, this isn't worth it. So I do see a finality coming this month in some way, okay? But it's going hand in hand with success. So it's like this completion is you walking away with your head held high. This is it. Nobody is pushing you away. You are making the decision. So this is your free will. This is you deciding that you have had enough and you deserve better, okay? This is when any healing that needs to be done can start, because I do feel this is when you will get your life back into balance, because it's been out of balance, because I feel in some sort of relationship, it could be friendship, it could be work relationship, it could be love and relationship, whatever, but it's been out of balance. You have been given more than you are getting with this Taurus, and I feel that you have all of these pent-up emotions, which could be turned into anger, could be turned into resentment, stuff like that, and you're going to say, this is not how I want to feel, this is not worth it, and this is when you are going to actually make this decision to walk away. It doesn't mean that you don't love the person, but what it means is you love you as well, so this is about you. If somebody isn't playing the game and not giving you the respect, that you deserve, then you can only put up with that for so long. And I feel this month is going to be the clincher with that in some way, because I just see you, it's like you're pulling your big girl's pants on or your big boy's pants on and saying, right, okay, this is it, I've had enough. There's a real determination coming with this, and I'm really, really loving this. It's really proud, straight back, I'm saying, and like I say, that head is held high, and you are, you're strutting your stuff, you're strutting away rather than walking away. There's no like limp head down. It's like, no, this is it, I'm walking on to better things, because I feel that you could have been walking on eggshells around somebody, pussyfooting around a situation as well. I feel here also that, you might have been scared of voicing your full opinion in case there's kickoff, in case there's arguments or something like that. It's like the second you were speaking, somebody was attacking at you, so you couldn't actually speak what you wanted to. I don't know if some of you have been having sore throats or what, because there seems to be like bit of a block around the throat chakra. But like I say, this is it, when you take back your power, I feel this, whatever problems you've been experiencing there will actually come away, because it will fall away, because it's almost like, it's somebody has had power or control over you, and when you take that back, their power is diminishing. This is when you are going to feel free. This is when you are going to actually feel joy, which I know that sounds strange, because I know Taurus like to be sort of grounded and stuff like that, but if you haven't been feeling safe, then you haven't been experiencing joy. And I don't mean safe as in sort of getting physically attacked or something like that. I mean, when your heart hasn't been safe, or your emotions, or it hasn't been safe to speak your mind, when you haven't felt that takes the joy out of your life. Whereas once you actually sort of stand in your power, this is when the joy is going to come back. And I think you're going to be pretty proud of yourself as well, Taurus, and I'm proud of you as well. This is great. I'm loving the energy in this as well, because what it's saying is, I feel like you have been looking a lot to nostalgia, how things may have been at some point, or how things could have been at some point. But that hasn't been your reality. That hasn't been your reality. And maybe the plans that you were making, or the plans that you made quite a while ago, haven't come to fruition. They're still just plans, and it's what is it? It's a wish without a plan is only a wish, It's, you need to start taking action, and this is what I feel with this. It's the action hasn't been put in, and it hasn't been put in by another party. So you've been sitting, waiting for this security come, waiting for this one day happily ever after. And it's just eluded you, so now it's time to, I may have been hedging my bets in the wrong way. So, it's time to go into pastures new and allow these plans to fall away, because, if they haven't come to fruition yet, then the chances are they're not going to be. But it's kind of been a bit like a drug to you. You've been compelled, like I say, you felt powerless around this. And you felt like you were tied to this situation, but you're not, and this is where you're breaking free. And I think this is this is huge. This is huge for you, you know, and I feel this is going to carry on into next month as well, Taurus. And what I'm getting here is I really get you're at a point in your life where you want to know where you're going for your future. You know, you want things to be solid. You want to have a clear vision and know that that vision can become reality. And I think you're now looking at where you've been putting your focus, and, you know, maybe the person or the situation where you've been putting your focus, and realizing, you know what, unless there's both of us working for the same common goal, it isn't going to work. And I don't feel that you have been. So this is where you are going to, you know what, I need to be the creator of my own destiny here, you know, because I feel financially things are going to go well for you this month, okay? There's a lot of celebrations. This could be a new business venture. This could be a new job. This could be some of you getting a pay rise or something like that. So you're quite self-sufficient with this. And I just feel this is a time where you're like, nobody is taking my power away from me. You know, you're going to protect yourself. This is what you're going to do. Rather than putting yourself in the firing line, you are actually putting your armor on and saying, no, you know, you abuse me, you know, then I am not in your life. And this is what I'm getting. So it's a real sort of karmic feeling coming with this as well. You know, there may be a little bit anxiety around you, okay? You may have a little bit anxiety because this is when you're making the transition, you know, you're letting something go, you know, so there is going to be that little bit. I cannot say any other, but I feel once you actually tell the truth, once you speak your truth, okay, and once you sort of walk your talk, and as you're walking away, this is what I'm getting, and turning your back on something, you will, it's almost like instantaneously, you will feel powerful. It's like you're going to feel 10 foot tall. You know, your heart is not going to be broken. Your heart is going to be opened, okay? So you now know what you don't want. So you can now focus on going after what you do want, you know. And this may mean spending a little bit time this month alone, you know, doing a little bit soul searching, looking at your life, looking at past relationships, looking at where they have gone wrong, what part you've played in them and the other person. Look at where you haven't seen the red flags, you know, because a lot of times when we're wearing rose-tinted glasses, the red flags just look like flags, you know. So this is it. So it's really digging deep, you know, and finding out where you can make changes, okay, so that this doesn't happen again. So there's a lot of new ideas, but there's a lot of newness coming in here. There's a lot, I think there's a lot of love coming for you as well. And I feel that this is, you're going to be strutting your stuff and really feeling good. If you're male, this is your, you know, you're going to step into your power. You're going to have a bit of an Ian Brown swagger sort of going on. If you're female, then you are letting that inner goddess out. You know, this is it. It's time to rock that inner goddess, you know, sway them hips and dance to the music of life, because this is what is coming through. I feel when you decide to do this and walk away, this is when things are just going to flow. They're not going to stop. Okay, they've been stopped, they've been restricted. This is when there is flow coming. And I almost feel like you're going to feel strong, but you're going to feel quite childlike. It's sort of like, right, okay, I'm ready for an adventure. And, you know, it's like all these emotions are spinning around in you. And, you know, there's a real creative feel coming in as well. You know, you might be, you know, this might be music, it might be art, it might be doing something, you know, that you want to do because you've always wanted to do but put off. But this is because you're feeling strong in yourself. You know, you have this belief in yourself because you have made a decision that is for your higher good. So like I say, there's this proudness coming. So give yourself a pat on the back here, Taurus. It's like you've waited around too long, and I really feel now is a time where you are seeing things and life differently to what you did before. You know, you're seeing things how they really are, not how you wish that they were. And you know, we all do it. So like I say, I'm not having to dig at you there in any way, but this is sort of, there's a newness coming for you. You are facing the fear, you are doing it anyway. Where you have been indecisive, you are getting clarity. You know, it's like everything is starting to unravel and you are seeing with clearer eyes as well. Now, this could mean some of you may be shedding a few tears, because like I always say, when we cry, it just washes our eyes and makes us see clearly, you know, like if you're driving along and you have your the windscreen is dirty and you cannot see, you know, you put that little squirt of water on it, let the windscreen go again, and then you can see clearly, you can see the road ahead. And this is what I'm being shown here, you know. So any confusion that you've had will sort of diminish when you walk away, you know, and you know in your heart that this is the right thing to do. You've struggled enough, you know, you've waited long enough. Now is the time for action, and I feel that you are, you know, you're ready to bring the balance in. You're ready to bring the balance into your life, you know, and you can do that perfectly by yourself without somebody else keep pulling you out of balance. Okay, so it's a lot of ideas coming, this month for you, Taurus. I've just seen my battery is going to run out on this, so I'm going to wrap that up quickly. So yeah, this is it. You are worth it. You are enough. And I really feel that this is going to be a very, very empowering month for you, Taurus. Okay, so please let me know if this resonates with you. I'm going to quickly pull a spirit card and see what we have here. So when I'm pulling this, if anybody would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via the link below in the description. I did have an offer on over Christmas, and because I've had a little bit time off last month, I've extended that offer. So that offer is available until the 14th of February. Okay, so if anybody wants to take advantage of that, just click on the link below, go on to the Christmas offer, and that will give you the reading at a discounted price. Okay, you don't have to have the reading before the 14th of February because I am pretty full up, but if you book before the 14th of February, you will get that offer. So right, the card I picked for you is Instinct, and this says follow your natural instinct. You're making the current issue more complicated than it needs to be. Trust in the universe and allow your intuition to guide you. You are always safe. And this is what I feel. I feel it's a case of you going internal here, knowing, seeing what you haven't wanted to see, okay? And trusting that if you do leave this behind, you will be rewarded with so much more, because that's what I'm seeing here, you know. So be brave. You're strong enough to do this, Taurus, and please let me know how you get on. Okay, have an absolutely fabulous February.